I care deeply about giving something back and creating something meaningful. That's why volunteering becomes such a big part of my life, and I want to show you this on 2 examples. First, I joined the Erasmus Student Network in Dresden for 3 years to connect students from all over the world. As Vice President, I made some great progress for our team and for international students. So I increased our team size by 4, I tripled our sponsorships, and I organized over 40 local events for international students and even an international event in Porto. So second, more recently I became a mentor at Sindbad. That's a social business that supports teenagers from disadvantaged backgrounds. So my mentee Lena from Bosnia and I are focusing on her personal and educational development. Over the next year, our main focus is to get her into a higher level school, with the big goal of becoming the first of her family to go to university. So with these mentorships, I have the chance to make a real impact in her life, while also contributing to a broader goal of reducing the unemployment in Austria. When I was 20, I had my first experience abroad, a summer school program in the US focused on leadership and entrepreneurship through a Fulbright scholarship with 25 students from all over Germany. For the first time, I was surrounded by inspiring and high-achieving people. They were motivated, full of ideas and driven to make an impact. That was a huge contrast to my environment back home in Dresden, where I hadn't experienced this level of ambition before. So over those weeks in the US, we became very close and created a strong sense of community. When the program ended and we returned to our normal lives back in Germany, I didn't want this group to drift apart. I wanted to hold this community together, so I took the lead and made it happen. I organized smaller meetups and created many reunions with the whole group. I created a space where we could share ideas and learn from each other. Through workshops on one hand and social activities on the other, I ensured we stayed connected on a personal and professional level. For example, I helped a few of us to create a startup together and to get constantly feedback and support from the others. Nearly 3 years later, this community is still thriving, and I'm proud to say it's a success I made happen. And through this experience, I learned firsthand how a strong community can create new possibilities, open doors, and achieve more than we ever could do alone. For me personally, I learned how to take initiative, how to bring people together and how to hold them together, and how to create opportunities, and that not just for myself, but also for others. After finishing high school, I had to face a big decision about where to start my studies. One option was a university in Dresden, close to home with my friends nearby and in a familiar surrounding. The other option was a full-paid scholarship to a private university in Frankfurt worth 35,000 euros. This was an incredible opportunity, but it also meant starting completely fresh in a new city far from everything I knew. So I had to decide between staying in my safe, familiar environment or taking a big leap into something new and challenging. Back then, I decided for the university in Dresden because it was the easier and more comfortable option. But very quickly, I realized that this was a failure. I felt completely stuck because there were not many opportunities in East Germany. And I wanted more. I wanted more growth, more opportunities and more experiences. And I knew I had to take charge and create these opportunities for myself. So I did, and I stepped out of my comfort zone as much as I could. For example, I participated in the US study program. I organized my own exchange semester in Sydney and did internships abroad in Zurich and in Vienna. And I took all of these steps entirely on my own because my university didn't provide or even support such options. And this experience taught me a valuable lesson. Growth only happens when you take action, even or especially when it is uncertain or uncomfortable. I learned to push myself, to take risks and step into new experiences again and again. And that's exactly why I want to join CEMS, to challenge myself further, to learn from inspiring people and to push my boundaries again and again.